Welcome to the Dental Business Guide podcast. From money to marketing to management, this podcast will help you run a better dental business.
Hi Jyoti, how are you doing today?
Hi Aaron, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, really good. So you're new to the team here at Samera, so
right.
As we evolve and grow. And we're excited, very excited to have you on the team, okay? I think you're going to add a huge amount of ideas, dimensions, solutions to our team, but also to clients.
Yeah.
Now, I know for the last few years you've been very active in the compliance side of dentistry.
That's right.
And people opening up practices, people getting compliant with CQC. I guess you must have seen a lot of change in issues during this pandemic. What have you seen?
Yeah, absolutely. The world of dentistry has changed in such a huge way. There's been so many sort of impacts from financial to staffing to compliance as well.
Okay. And if we look now, we're coming out of COVID, normality is starting to resume in some shape or form.
Yeah.
Okay. From your experience, having worked in practice, having now worked in compliance, got bundles of experience in dentistry, what do you think dentists need to be focusing on over the next 2 or 3 years?
I think what they need to be focusing on is sort of obviously patient safety.
Yeah.
Is the first and foremost, making sure that they have the correct measures in place.
Yeah.
Making sure infection control is sort of high up there as well. There's had to be a lot of changes with sort of materials, equipment, protective equipment as well. And also the patient experience as well. It's affected sort of, it's not your bog standard walk into the practice now and going for your checkup. So that's changed a lot as well.
Yeah, that's so true, because you see that the normal call up, I'm going to go and sit in the reception area now. It's, well, can you go into the reception area? And if you do you need to be masked? I believe still you need to wear a mask still in a healthcare setting.
That's right.
But all of this change, as you said, impacted practices financially, but they also mean they need to put money into new equipment, expand the offering if they haven't got enough chair space, all these types of things. So that has to be thought in their business plan.
Absolutely.
Correct. Yes.
That's it.
Yeah. So I think it's an interesting time in dentistry, and what we're finding is some people want to start up their own practices. Are you agreeing?
And we've seen a huge sort of influx in that.
Yeah.
Just wanting to set up squat sites. So absolutely.
Yeah, and I think the younger generation want to set up and have their own clinic, take control of their own kind of destiny, as they say.
That's it, yeah.
But at the same time, I got an email from someone just literally this morning saying, I've been running a practice for a few years, you know what, I've had enough, I want to spend time with my family a bit more.
Yeah.
And there's too much compliance, too much red tape, too much difficulty in marketing. So for people going into opening up their own clinic or buying their own clinic, you've really got to be certain, don't you think?
Absolutely, yeah. And I think the way dentistry is moving as well, it's becoming very digitalised. So I think it's moving from sort of your old school sort of way, investing in new equipment, becoming paper free, doing compliance in a different way as well. So there's so much to consider.
Sure.
But absolutely, I think there's sort of half of the dental sort of world who want to sort of spend time with family now.
Yeah.
But then there's a good amount that are wanting to start up and set up a squat.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think from my own experience and looking at the marketplace and looking at how the government are now trying to encourage people to invest in new businesses or invest in equipment as there are various tax breaks, something called super deduction that's available. Now is a really good time to do this, because there's a 2-year period up until 2023 that you can get those tax incentives. So if you're trading as a limited company and you're going to buy relevant dental equipment, there's huge tax advantages. So if you're going to do a squat, now is the time to do it, not in 3 years' time. It's now.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think the most important thing is making sure that you have the correct advice.
Correct.
And you've got sort of a company like Samera who can advise you, how to start up, how to sort of plan, and what things you need to think about.
Sure.
So it's not only sort of finance, it's equipment, compliance, and so on. So there's lots to think about.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I think, as you said earlier, the world is evolving. The whole process is, when I started in this accountancy firm, 15, 20 years ago, it was still very number crunching, paper, Excel, that type of thing. Now everything's digitized, everything's paperless.
Yeah.
That's what's happening in dentistry. The whole workflow is digitized. And you have to embrace that. That means firstly a major mind shift.
Yeah,
okay, but it also means investing, training, developing, and also taking the risk. Really.
Yeah, absolutely. And in the long run, you do see it as sort of more efficient.
Sure.
And then you're able to sort of concentrate on sort of more key areas, patient safety, patient care. So it's sort of a shift, like you said, but it all can be seen in a positive way.
Great. So you're a dentist out there. We get inquiries literally daily. Okay, if they want to talk to you, have a chat to you about how we can help them, whether it's a startup or selling or finance or accounts and stuff, what should they do?
So they can get in contact with us via the website. We can set up a quick call or a video call, and just sort of, tell me what it is that you're looking for, what your plan is, and I can talk to them about what it is that we offer, how we can help them and advise them, and, look to put a plan of action in place just to make that whole sort of process more efficient and smooth running.
Brilliant. Jyoti, fabulous having you join the team. Okay,
Thank you.
It's going to be a fun ride. Okay, and I know with your experience and our experience combined, we're going to be able to help a lot of people.
Yeah,
okay?
no, definitely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for listening in to the Dental Business Guide podcast. We welcome your feedback, and if you're enjoying it, please let your friends know too. Until the next time on the Dental Business Guide podcast.